Hello and thanks for joining us. This is TVWAN News. In this edition, works planned for TVWAN, improved road transport system, and Gulf is disaster prone. The National Airport Corporation is planning to have the runway at TVWAN Airport in East New Britain Province fixed by the first quarter of 2024. This is to ensure the return of jet services by Air Niugini, as currently the defects on the runway can only allow PNG's Q400 and Dash 8 aircraft to land.
The National Airports Corporation TVWAN upgrade project is estimated to cost 700 million kina. The NAC plans to have the runway at the East New Britain Province Airport fixed by the first quarter of 2024. Currently, the defects on the TVWAN runway can only allow Air Niugini's Q400 and Dash 8 aircraft, including PNG Air's biggest fleet, ATR. NAC TVWAN Airport Operations Manager Russell Paliai said there are 3 phases of work that are planned for the airport, beginning with the post-emergency works on the terminal facility. This is to repair damages done after the September break-in. The post-emergency works are being done by 3 contractors on the security fencing, lighting and replacement of glass panels and doors, as well as the interior part of the terminal building. These minor works are internally funded by the NAC, valued at around 1 million kina, and are nearing completion. The major renovation works by the NAC will be on the 300-meter by 12-meter damaged part of the 1,720-meter runway. The defects on the runway would be undertaken by Hebo Construction Limited and will cost NAC 12 million kina. Paliai said the long-term scope of works includes a new terminal building, an extended apron and extended runway from the current 1,720 meters to 2,700 meters in length. The wideness of the runway will also be expanded to 45 meters from the present 30 meter. Kamila Gware, TVWAN News.
Nawab District will be receiving its first delivery of medicines this week. Local MP Teo Pelgen allocated funding to source medicine from India to help supply the rural health centers and health posts amidst the nationwide drug shortage. The medical drugs include paracetamol, amoxicillin and chloroquine. The initiative commenced in August through the Nawab District Development Authority. Meantime, Pelgen launched the Nawab Tertiary Students Union Awareness and the UOG Nawab Students Association at Ampo, at the headquarters of the Evangelical Lutheran Church of PNG in Leh. The UOG students will partner with other Nawab tertiary students to carry out awareness to the LLGs of Nawab. The 2-week-long awareness aims to address social, health, law and order, and education issues. This is fully backed by the Nawab District Administration and NDDA. Road Traffic Authority has made progress in the implementation of the projects. However, Minister for Transport and Civil Aviation Walter Snowbelt says RTA has a lot of ground to cover in order to improve the road traffic system in PNG.
Minister for Transport and Civil Aviation Walter Snowbelt says he is aware of the projects undertaken by RTA in improving land transport services. He says enforcement and monitoring of weights has been lacking for a long time, and more damages are caused to the roads and bridges. With this, RTA has partnered with the PNG Road Fund and the Department of Works and Highways to recommence weight enforcement monitoring.
Act with ethical passing and carry out your responsibility as expected by your minister and this government. So I am Dr. Mitete. I hope to encourage you. I hope to now being able to get your headspace down the right direction in terms of what your immediate minister's expectation is of you.
He called on RTA to have a centralized IT system for vehicle registration and driver licensing in PNG that will eventually link up with all provincial registries in the country. Snobel says the system is essential to the government in terms of data and statistics for vehicle population in the country. In concluding, the minister said he is confident in the board and management of RTA, who can provide the oversight, resources, and direction necessary to fulfill the mandate of transforming Papua New Guinea's public land transport system and services. Susan Oreape, TV1 News.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Papua New Guinea Prime Minister James Marape convened at the APEC summit in San Francisco, addressing various facets of the nation's partnership. The leaders discussed key aspects of their bilateral relationships, emphasizing their commitment to inclusive economic growth, enhanced connectivity, and joint effort to combat climate change. Prime Minister Marape acknowledged the U.S. leadership in sustainability, appreciating the nation's commitment despite challenges as a significant oil and gas producer. The discussion underscored Papua New Guinea's unique position as the largest democracy in the Indo-Pacific and its strategic role in the region. Both leaders pledged to sustain and strengthen collaboration, acknowledging the importance of the leadership for future generations. The meeting concluded with a shared commitment to upholding democratic principles, good governance, and continued cooperation between two nations. This is TV1 News. Stay tuned for more when we return.
A convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, let's calories, family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's our favorite from us. Tennessee Cola, scare rice, don't scare price. Tennessee Cola, scare rice, don't scare price. Amber, you like it?
All Mama Flame is story all same.
Me say you sing flame flower long one yem. Me say me Kim Kai Kai belong family belong me. You go more yet.
Man belong me save like him flower balls belong me what them kawa na spring onion. All pikinini belong me save like him to mas pineapple donut me save walk him lo house. Me make kumu mix him what them cow na karamapim long flower.
Tasty hash browns.
Time is kelly one time wala harpela kai kai. Me save kissing more kai kai long all get a toya mi tromoy one time flame flower.
You enough making more one time flame flower.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Prime PNG made.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young plana lapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Welcome back. Dressed in their finest looking outfits and suits, young men and women celebrated a milestone in their lives, their graduation. About 382 students walked into the Kuronku Hall to participate in the 26th graduation for grade 12 and the industrial training course last week. It was also the 22nd graduation ceremony for the employment-oriented skills development training. Academic awards were given to top-performed students well in the academic subject. The technical awards were given to students who performed well in their trades, and the special awards were given to students who excelled in their character and development. Remington Technology, Total Energies, ODG Able Computing, PNG, Vision Tech Mechanical and Electrical, and Hilton Hotel presented scholarships and gave awards to the most outstanding students. Total Energy's PNG Managing Director, Jean-Marc Moires, said Friday, November 17th, announced preparation for Phase 2 of the Purari Relief Mission launched at the beginning of this month to support waterway communities affected by flood. Noire emphasized the importance of providing essential support to these communities in their need.
In October of this year, waterway communities along the Purari were severely affected by floods caused by heavy rains of the season. For almost 3 weeks, flood water levels remained above a meter, flooding low-post houses, food gardens, contaminated drinking water sources, and creating an environment for sicknesses such as fever, malaria, and dengue to affect the people of the waterway communities along the Purari. Total Energy's PNG Managing Director Jean-Marc Noire, who leads the Papua LNG project, says he was in the area during the time of the flooding and saw firsthand the amount of damage caused by the flood. The Managing Director says significant effort has been made by the project together with provincial authorities to ensure fair distribution of relief supplies.
We have a second phase where we are preparing to bring tools because most of the gardens have been washed away. And the villagers said they are keen to get tools to help them rehabilitate, if you want, their garden. We'll see if some of them ask for seeds as well. We'll see if we can procure something because we could see also that they manage by themselves for most of it already. But certainly tools, we are preparing a second batch to bring them gardening tools.
Noire emphasized the significance of performing a duty by providing essential support to these communities in dire need.
But of all the Papua LNG project, I'm pretty sure we are very proud and pleased that we could together perform our duty, if you want, our duty of support to those people around us, around the project, because they are our neighbors, but above all, they are the landowners. They accept us on their land. We are the host, we are the guests, and we owe them this solidarity in time of need. So they welcome us to help them develop the resources of the province, of the area, of the country, and we are very proud of that.
So far, 30 tons of food rations and medicines have been dispersed since November 2nd for the relief mission that is still underway. The latest show of support was the donation of 3 dinghies on Friday, November 17, to the Baimoro Local Level Government Administration, the Ihu LLG, and the Kerma Disaster Office. The waterway communities along the Purari can expect to receive from the project's relief mission gardening tools and crop seedlings to rehabilitate their food gardens. Mary Stella Kelleton, TV1 News.
Furthermore, Gulf Governor Sir Chris Haiveta, on the event of receiving the 3 dinghies from the Papua LNG project, told the company hierarchy that together they needed to develop an emergency response plan for the Purari Delta.
Governor of Gulf Province Sir Chris Haiveta thanked the Papua LNG project for their quick response to assist waterway communities along the Purari affected by floods. He further acknowledged that the provincial government has limited resources and operates in a difficult environment.
We will be flood prone, and the province has to accept that, and the province knows that. On our coasts, erosion is happening. There's about 25 to 30 villages along the beachfront or coastline, of which about 10 to 15 are in the Prairie Delta that actually feel the effects of the river as well as the sea coming in, encroaching in. So
the governor says any intervention for affected communities needs to be tailored to meet their specific needs. Secretary says that it is the time of the year where the province is prone to flooding, and the provincial administration stands ready to assist the project and welcomes the assistance that Papua LNG and its partners have given.
In this particular instance, I am very pleased with what Total has done to assist us. We have limited resources as a government, but we try our best. We operate in a Gulf in a very difficult environment.
The governor assured that the dinghies donated by the Papua LNG project will be put to good use. Mary Stella Kelleton, TV1 News.
The coordinator for the Gulf Disaster Office, Jerry Harper, says the entire Gulf province is disaster-prone. He says the province has over 151 wards, each of them facing their fair share of disaster, whether it be landslides in the mountainous part of the province, floods along the waterway communities, or king tides along the coast.
On commenting on the recent flood efforts undertaken by the Papua LNG project together with Gulf provincial local authorities, Jerry Harper, coordinator for the Gulf Disaster Office, says the office faces many challenges.
Transport mobility is one of the problems that we had, especially the district that is hosting total energy. So this will really help to make a timely assessment and also to get the correct data, the household population figures and all that, so that when we are doing our planning, we know exactly how many houses, how many families are affected, how many are old people, how many are young people, how many people living with disability. So this will really help.
Harper says his office has requested through the National Disaster Office for an early warning system.
We also requesting to National Disaster Office if they can give us, help us with the early warning system, so that we install this in the PHQ. With the National Weather Service, they also provided early warning system, so that when these things are going to happen, we will pick it up so that we disseminate that information quickly to the wards, rather than waiting for National Disaster Office and Weather Office to report that to us. Sometimes it delays, and we are already given shock by the disaster itself.
Sadly, the waterway communities along the Purari will soon be running out of rations provided to them by the project's relief mission launched on November 2nd at Apiope village.
Our people have lived through it, and it has been over the years where we get relief well after the disaster happens, or even nothing. So that's a real cry, and that's the challenge we have. It is the mechanism that we're going to put in place, and I don't make the money decision, but I request, and that's where the problem is. I get a timely report, and when they submit, there are processes that go through to get the funds out, and that's where the delay is.
The coordinator says the province has 151 wards, each of them facing their fair share of disaster, whether it be landslides in the mountainous part of the province, floods along the waterway communities, or king tides along the coast. Mary Stella Kelleton, TV1 News.
To overseas, a new report by community organizers in Australia, Remade, has found a new approach is needed when planning for emergency response. They say different types of people need different types of help in disaster.
Kate Herbert has an energy-limiting chronic illness, often referred to as MECFS.
Okay. For those that don't know, it's myalgic encephalomyelitis. It's a big word.
Her condition means she has increased sensitivity to light, noise or chemicals, struggles to walk more than 200 metres and at times can be confined to her bed.
That means that even small amounts of activity can cause me, I guess you'd call it a crash.
Kate wants to start a conversation around how people with a disability, chronic illness or who are neurodivergent can have their specific needs met before, during and after an emergency.
For them to understand that someone may be walking around normally, but actually their resources are low, that person, that could turn into an emergency very quickly.
A new report by community organisation Australia Remade focuses on the care provided to the community during a disaster. Researchers found local councils, state and federal governments need a new approach to disaster that prioritises care for everyone.
Inequality exacerbates the impact of disaster, and so if we address that before disaster, we have less work to do in recovery.
Ensuring people have access to appropriate safe places during an emergency is a key part of that.
If it's not safe culturally, people won't go. We've heard about people in the queer community who aren't going to evacuation centres because they're run by religious institutions that have a history of homophobia.
The report also found that mental health needs to remain a priority, months, even years after a severe weather-related event.
Mental health things don't just sort of get solved in a moment. We all carry the experiences with us right through our lives.
Aiming to build better support systems into the future.
You're watching TVWAN News. Sport is next. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait time, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Add your kakaro, get up and big smile on face. Time for kimchi and a great fumu too. Sip, sip, the mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
Hey, you want to talk? Want to win one of 4 Costa buses? Simply collect 6 SP Lager Red promo caps and enter the draw at a participating store near you. There are heaps of other great prizes to win too, like SP Hunters jerseys and other awesome SP Lager gifts. So enter the draw today for a chance to win. There's a bus to be won in Islands, Southern, Momase, and in New Guinea Islands. SP Lager, Bungi Mumi!
Ton, 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 hino, ton, ton.
Nihimomo.
If you can't stop thinking about the Hino range of trucks, then you better drive one today. Hino.
Ton, ton.
Strong like you, smart like me. I hope they don't break. Now Choli Luki's son. This is Relaxo. Strong plus shred. Should I try them on you?
No, please. I'll take them.
Relaxo. Very strong, lasts long.
Get ready for more! Digicell's new Big Plus Supersized Data Plans. Now with more options, more plans, and more time. Choose from our daily plans, now valid for 24 hours, weekly plans, or even a monthly plan from our suite of Big Plus Supersized Data Plans. All with more data and starting from as low as 1 kina. Yes, you heard right. What's up, us all? Yes, yeah! Only Digicell's Big Plus Supersized Data Plans gives you more. Activate today on My Digicell app or dial *675# only with Digicell.
Thanks for staying with us. PNG Cricket has announced the 2023 to 2024 contract list for both the men's national team, PNG Barramandis, and women's national team, PNG Lewas. 2024 is understood to be a busy period for both sides, with a number of international fixtures to take place, the highlight being The PNG Barramundi is taking place in the 2024 ICC T20 World Cup to be held in the USA and West Indies mid-next year. The Lewas will kickstart their fixtures in early January, taking part in the 2024 Pacific Cup to be held in Auckland, New Zealand. Congratulations to all players on selection and earning of national contracts. SPPNG Hunters CEO Scott Barker confirms that a number of SPPNG Hunters players would be joining the Dolphins in the preseason training. This will give the players exposure at the top-level coaching and training that will help elevate the performance of the team in the 2024 season. Barker made this known recently during the unveiling of the SPPNG Hunter squad for 2024 preseason, as well as naming the head coach of the team, Paul Aiton, at the Santos National Football Stadium in Port Moresby. While expressing his gratitude for the Dolphins club in the NRL for giving the SPPNG Hunters players the opportunity to have their preseason training with the franchise, the PNG Hunters CEO highlighted that the program would continue. Barker refused to confirm that it is an avenue to sell players to football clubs in the NRL, but agreed that this would benefit the players greatly as the footballers get exposure at the NRL level preseason training and give their best performance in the Hunters colours.
Go in and train at that next level, get exposed to, NRL coaching, training methods, then they come back and then they lift the standard of our squad. This is what we're trying to do, is expose more of our young boys to that next level, and they bring back and then they bring our younger guys through as well.
The Hunters CEO further said that the franchise hasn't had dialogue with other NRL clubs, but it is something they would definitely look into. This program has had a great impact on the Hunters players, with Emmanuel Waine and Roderick Tai featured in the 2022 Rugby League World Cup in England, while Judah Rimbu and Morea Morea Jr. donned the PNG Cumulus colours as well. The SPPNG Hunters players part of the Dolphins 2023 preseason include Roderick Tai, Sewin Tanabi, Morea Morea Jr., Emmanuel Waine and Judah Rimbu. The 2024 players to join Dolphins in the preseason is yet to be announced. The Cricket World Cup 2023 final is set as Australia and India lock horns at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad in India this evening. India, with its impressive record heading into the decider. India will be up to claim its third one-day international or ODI World Cup title. Their last ODI victory was in 2011 over Sri Lanka. Their 2023 defeat to Australia would be a motivation for them to avoid another final heartbreak. On the other hand, Australia enters the final with an equally impressive record, with 5 World Cup one-day international titles out from 7. Australia's recent World Cup triumph was back in 2015 against New Zealand. India will be up to avoid humiliation in front of an expected capacity crowd, but the men from Australia will be determined to add one more World Cup trophy to their tally. And regional focus for the next 24 hours. Southern and New Guinea Islands regions, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Momase region, isolated showers and thunderstorms, scattered over Morobe province. Highlands region, isolated showers and thunderstorms with areas of rain over Mendi and Wabeg. And that ends the news this evening. Have a top week ahead. Bye now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.